The Isle of Anglesey in North Wales is the home of one of Britain's most scenic racetracks, and on a beautiful summer's weekend in July, it played host to the amateur enthusiasts of the 750 Motor Club.
The club was founded back in 1939 when people had Austin Sevens and they used to build specials. So they build their own sort of homemade racing cars, and it was a cost-effective way to get into motorsport. It was the first aimed at the home mechanic or tinkerer or somebody who wanted to compete on a sensible sort of real-world budget.
They had a series where at age 14 you could come racing, and how fantastic is that? I would have loved to have done that, but then you could also keep going until your 80s. If there's someone out on the circuit that wants to just poodle around at the back, relive in the past, then everybody's happy. It's not a problem.
Round 11 in the club's action-packed calendar fielded multiple race categories, all with healthy starting grids of eager grassroots racers.
We have 15 meetings throughout the year, say with these sort of 20 formulae on rotation that will come and go throughout each one. We travel all around the UK. We always like to come to Anglesey. The views are brilliant. The track is fantastic. It's a great circuit.
It's a wonderful track, very undulating, lots of challenging corners, very high speed out the back section, and then the corkscrews are fantastic. It's really tempting to go in too hot and find yourself in all sorts of bother.
I think the word commitment is the definition of this circuit. It's a great place. I mean, you don't really get to look at the sea when you're driving. This is one of the few circuits where I actually really look at the instruments, because you're so busy thinking, I've got to be so precise and accurate here.
Early in the weekend, it was the 750 Formula Championship taking centre stage with affordable sports prototype race cars. 750 veteran Bob Simpson was looking for a good result.
They're all home-produced cars. We now run the Fiat engine, 1108cc engine. We've been running that since 2003, I believe. They're all run by the drivers. You do what you think should be done to the car. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. This one was built over 2 winters, but once they're built, a few nights a week is plenty to keep them race ready, you know.
The Sports Specials Championship caters for creativity, all using production car engines with innovative modifications. In Anglesey, the fiercely contested category was fought out at the front by 2 friends and Sports Special stalwarts.
We both had a series of cars that were both old and crashed, needed replacements. At the time, there was no one out there making a vehicle that made sense to buy. So as you do when you're in a pub and you've had a few beers, you come up with a master plan of we'll just build our own.
We got together and we designed and built a new car. So yeah, we're very proud of what we've done, and it seems to work.
Single engine, single specs, that tied down a lot of the design decisions for us. I guess the only key thing we did that was slightly different was to put the engine in the middle rather than at the front, and then to run chain drive. So from here to there is a chain on each side that you can't see with the bodywork on. But that's worked out fantastically well.
Another immensely popular group are the Formula Vs, single-seaters of free design and construction, and this year celebrating their 50th anniversary in the UK.
Went to the Autosport show one year and saw a Formula V on the 750 Motor Club stand, and realised it was a lot cheaper than what I'd expected. So it's the engine out of a Volkswagen Beetle, the gearbox, drive shafts, front axle. It's predominantly built around a 1960s air-cooled Beetle. I think a standard Beetle engine gives out about 40 horsepower. These are circa 90 to 100 horsepower. Performance-wise, you're not far off a Formula Ford. So in terms of sort of bang for your buck, you're getting a lot for what you're paying for, I feel like.
Another great weekend of grassroots racing proved once again that affordable amateur racing is alive and well in Great Britain.
There are little clumps of racing all the way through the grid, and that's what makes it satisfying. It's not just driving around a circuit on your own thinking, how do I make out that 10th of a second here and there? You're actually thinking, I'm battling with somebody, and that takes it to the next level.
Yes, it's nice to win, but starting at the front, driving around by yourself at the front, the whole race, lovely to get a trophy. Woo! But if you can get mixed up with 4 or 5 other cars where you're swapping the lead, swapping position, and it doesn't matter where that occurs in the race, that's great fun, and you come off with a real buzz after that. And any podium is just a bonus.